You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
It's the National National Football League, presented by EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers going to come out throwing. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. throw, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I like the play design there. They occupy the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed. They wound up getting big yards on that play.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. Down to about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. They overload him that time on a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have the learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
He finds Watson complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second down and goal. Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
3rd and goal, a big play in
Now Rodgers. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Dobbs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 9, Purdy. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Fights through and now a crease. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Back to throw, Purdy.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to take another shot here.
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, 49 yards. And the Colts are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
The center receiver in motion to the left. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Christian Watson, the man he was looking for.
That'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
This time they stay on the ground. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Taken from about the 12.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Back to Taylor on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now on second and 13. Purdy, throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. Carry over from the first half. That defensive line continues to control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're actually playing the game in the offense's backfield. They're taking those offensive linemen and pushing them back towards the quarterback and towards the runners. I still don't think, though, that you abandon the running game totally because if you do, you're asking for a lot more hits on your QB. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Rodgers. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And some room to run. There he goes, left side. The 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play. Big-time result.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Now Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show the defense.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got it. It's caught from Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
36 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Taken from about the 12.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Purdy. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
There's the stiff arm. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. They'll check this one down to Taylor. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And Good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They run once more with Taylor.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down.
Now Purdy. That's complete to Pierce. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers. All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we're at the time in the Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Rodgers again now. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
26.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And down he goes at the 49. A 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now a first down carry by Jones.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers tapping his finger on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Rodgers to throw. His throw incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Rodgers.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
To throw is Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in Indianapolis. The Colts are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the